The master has done it yet again. I just got back from watching an early screening of No Other Choice, the newest film from legendary director Park Chan-wook, who's known for films like The Handmaiden, Oldboy, and his latest film, which was Decision to Leave. And I honestly just got into his filmography because those are the only films I've seen from him, and Decision to Leave was actually the first one that I saw from him, and I didn't like it much on a first watch, but on a rewatch, I caught so many new things and I found it to be terrific. And now with his newest movie, No Other Choice, I went in only seeing the first trailer, which hooked me. And in my opinion, I thought that this was just so damn great and enjoyable on a first viewing. And Park Chan-wook has done it yet again, making another fantastic film. And I believe that this might be his most accessible movie today, and it might even be a pretty crowd-pleasing film. My audience really dug this one. I'm going to be thinking about this one for a long time until I can rewatch it again in a couple weeks when it officially releases. And this is actually another film from Neon, and I just saw Sentimental Value, which was also from them. So two of their recent releases are some of my favorites of the year so far. No Other Choice follows a man who is laid off from a paper company that he worked for 25 years. Now he must eliminate the competition to secure a new job. I loved how it was extremely relevant with its themes and sharp commentary on the current job market, technology, and how far some people will go to keep their family afloat when they are in a time of crisis. Not to spoil anything, but in the beginning, our main character lives a nice life and enjoys work, and he has friends at work, and throughout the film, he goes to extreme lengths to get that life back. You also see how technology and AI in this film can help people, but also can soon replace them almost entirely, which is something that's super big in the world we live in today. Some people might draw comparisons and overall might even compare this film to Parasite because of how it talks about the higher class and technology and capitalism and all that, but I still find them to be two completely different stories, and there's no point to compare two extremely amazing movies. One thing that stood out to me with this film and Decision to Leave is Park Chan-wook's usage of technology in his movies, because some directors really shy away from having like cell phones or tablets in their movies because they think that it will make their movies look too modern and boring. But what I like about Park Chan-wook is that he really gives into this new world of tech and doesn't shy away from it at all. He actually uses it to his advantage and ends up putting phones and tablets into his movies sometimes as a storytelling device, and he somehow makes them so visually interesting, which I find super impressive because when you see a character on screen like texting or something, and you know, in some movies where they put it on the screen, it looks ugly, it looks visually bland, but in these movies, it's the exact opposite, which I loved. I was also super surprised with how funny it was here, especially with the scenes where Mansu, our main character, is about to murder someone and then it goes wrong like in the worst way possible. That's probably why this film is going to be more accessible compared to like Oldboy or like The Handmaiden. It's because it's, you know, it's serious at times and then it's hilarious. The blend of it all was pitch perfect. The whole technical team of this film should give themselves a huge pat on the back because my oh my, the cinematography and editing are out of this world. I honestly don't know how they pulled off some of these transitions, but they were just so epic. The magic of movie making has never felt more alive than in a film like this. Not only that, but you're also going to walk away from this movie remembering so many scenes because there are some truly memorable moments that happen here. Two that I remember off the top of my head right now are a match cut with a lighter. It's a beautiful sequence. And then the first murder that happens in this film, it's so much fun. I only have two small complaints with this movie. The first one being its ending. I like the ending overall. I like the final shot of the film, but I wish it dug just a little bit deeper, but that's such a small complaint. The second one is a funny complaint because I hate how long it takes when we get another Park Chan-wook film because it takes him like 4 or more years to make another one, but I do understand why it takes him that long because he's perfecting that shit. He's perfecting every new movie that he makes. The script, he's perfecting it. The shot choices, perfection. The transitions, perfect, man. I mean, he casts some great people in his movies too. I just wish we got a new one every year because if we did, that would be at the top of my list for the best films of the year. But just know, if I have to wait another 4 or 5 years for another one, I'll be the first one at the door. For the cast, I don't want to botch any of their names here, but everyone in this movie was bringing their A game, especially our main character, Lee Byung-hun from Squid Games. I thought he was just absolutely fantastic in this role. He nailed every single sequence. This movie comes in at 2 hours and 19 minutes, and I was a bit worried at the beginning, but it does a nice job at laying the groundwork, and once you get like 30 minutes in, you are in for a treat. And before I give my final score for No Other Choice, I'm just going to rank all 4 Park Chan-wook movies that I've seen now. Number 4, I'm going to go The Handmaiden. Still think it's a fantastic movie like all the others, but the third act I was a little bit lower on than others. Third place is going to be his newest movie, being No Other Choice, before I get to see it again. That's just how I feel about it at the moment. Second place, Decision to Leave, such an amazing film. And then first place, his best movie to me is still Oldboy. So I found No Other Choice to be another amazing film this year, but I'm not going to call it a masterpiece until I get a chance to see it again, which won't be for a while. Somehow, Park Chan-wook finds a new way to level up as a director with every film that he makes, and that's why he is one of the best filmmakers working today. His shot choices are truly in a league of their own, and I respect that he doesn't shy away from a challenge. I found the themes to be handled extremely well, and I think they're really relevant. I think that a lot of people will really enjoy this film. Lee Byung-hun is terrific here, stealing every single scene, and his comedic work was great. I hope he gets recognized with an Oscar nomination. This is also easily one of the best looking movies of the year. I recommend it to anyone who wants to watch one of the best films of the year. I'm going to give No Other Choice a strong 9 out of 10 on first watch, but this rating could go even higher when I see it again. That's going to be it for my review of No Other Choice. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, as it is free to do so and it does help me out a lot. And if you do end up seeing No Other Choice in the future, come back to the video and leave your own thoughts down below in the comments. I'd love to discuss with you, but that's going to be it for this one. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.